Hi YouTube, welcome to Baker City Cycling Classic Stage 1. I'm racing for Velvet Elite with Dylan, my teammate. He's actually up the road. This is about an hour 20 into the first stage. We're about to hit the first climb of the day, which is 4 or 5 minutes. It's kind of rolly. But the break is already like 3 minutes up the road, I want to say, was our last time gap. We do have a team car, which is actually my dad. Thank you, Dad, for driving the team car. But the big teams here are going to be POA and George's, as well as Alto Velo. Cameron Jones and Matt Wilson are extremely strong. I actually got a chance to talk with Cameron at UNBOUND after he won the 200, so I know he's very strong, and he sends this first attack. You can see him up there. He's already got a gap. They have a teammate in the break, so I wasn't expecting them to throw attacks like this on the climbs. If they wanted him to stay, if they wanted Matt Wilson, who was in the break, to stay away. But if Cam's gonna attack and chase the break, then I'm happy to sit on his wheel and maybe try to work. It's all getting exploded on this climb. It's single file and gaps are opening up behind me. But I'm gonna get to Cameron if my life depends on it. We are riding into a head crosswind, so sitting behind him, I'm saving a lot of energy, although I end up doing something like 4:15 for 4 minutes on this attack. You can see he's powering away. It almost looks like he's doing a low cadence drill, but he checks behind him. He's gonna try to flick me through. I'll pull through. There's still some gaps behind there. I guess I don't pull through here. It's a little farther up the road. But yeah, I'm looking back, and I don't think this is gonna stick, because I think there's already 2 or 3 guys that have got on my wheel, and some of the POA guys behind are yelling at Cam to sit up. But this climb does come in a few rolls. We're going to hit the top here, roll down. Still big effort. There, I'll pull through. It's in my interest that the brake gets brought back, although it never does, as you'll see later in the video. This is where everything's come back together. The first feed zone is going to be just up here in like a mile or so. So we're going to ease off here and skip to the next clip. This is at the base of Catherine Creek, which is going to be the main climb of the day for stage 1. It's like a 10-minute climb. Again, here I'm on Cam's wheel. It's been really easy for the last hour. We've let the brake go even farther up the road. They have 6 or 7 minutes at the bottom of this climb, and we're not catching because there's only maybe an hour 20 left in the race. And there's no team that's motivated enough to bring it back. I'm a solo rider. I have my teammate up the road, so I lose any chance at GC today, but yeah. I know Cam's gonna do a really hard climb. I'm gonna try not to get dropped. But yeah, I just want to go into the climb on his wheel. Just skipped ahead a little bit here. This is where the climb starts, the pavement changes, and we're gonna kick it into gear here. I'm gonna do my best 5, 8, and 10 minute all-time power on this climb, with the first 5 minutes being the hardest, which is kind of crazy. I had some good form this weekend. I was training into it, so this is kind of the last bit of a training block for me, but it was also a really good race, and I did enjoy every day. Stage 1 on Friday was this 75-mile road race. The next day there was a time trial in the morning and a crit in the evening. I may post the crit footage from that later, but I did have a good time trial, and I was happy with that. I was 7th, I think, after all the times were put in. And then Sunday, stage 4 is going to be an 85-mile road race, with much of the course being backwards on this same route. So just starting in Baker City and taking the opposite way, ending at Anthony Lake's ski resort, which is going to be a 10-mile climb at around 6%, or 6 to 7%. So it's a good hill climb finish for the GC guys, for the climbers. Yeah, you can see here Cam's just motoring away. I'm doing my best to take deep breaths, try to keep my heart rate down, but I think it's inevitable here that I'm going to get popped. I just can't hold the pace that Jones has. So I think a similar thing happened in the breakaway as well. Matt Wilson and Logan drilled this climb and blew it up. Dylan gets a good result on the day, 6th. Only a couple minutes down on GC because of the rolling hills after, but that's good. We have a GC guy for the next few days. We can look forward to helping him. go. I'm starting to lose the wheel. There's going to be a couple guys that have the legs that come around me. I believe those two, actually this Expeditors guy and the Frontier Racing guy, are going to be the only ones that are able to hold on to Cam over the top of this climb, and I never see them again. I think I work back to this Mike's Bikes guy and a few others that we collect, because this climb is not very steep. It's probably 4 or 5% at the bottom, and then it levels off to maybe 3%, almost a false flat for the last mile of it. There's Will's Carden. He's another Boise guy. He's on the Ultra Pass Masters team. He's a good climber. I'm just gonna try to hold things steady here and not blow up so hard that I don't have anything left. Alright, I stopped the GoPro footage there because I wanted to record the finish. We have this group. There's a small group up the road that followed Cam, but this is going to be, the winner of this group is going to be top 20, I think, 19th. This is what place we're fighting for. I knew that we were going to be around that place. It's been a hard last hour, a few punchy climbs, a few attacks, but there's 1K to go right there. This is a big crosswind coming from the right, so everyone's guttered on the center line, not getting much draft. I end up doing some pretty big watts just to stay on the wheel right here. There is George's guy, John, up the road about 5-6 seconds. He attacks solo with 3K to go to try to get a little time gap to this group. And there's two Alto Velo guys right there. One of them's leading out the second guy for this field sprint. There's 500. I know I need to jump before everyone else jumps because the road is very narrow and only maybe 3 guys can sprint abreast. So I'm going to jump here. I jump early. I'm going to hit the front right at 200 and just give it the beans. There's John. I'm coming up quick on him. He's going to stand up, and I'm going to have just enough momentum to get around him at the finish. I think they put me on a time gap because we have timing chips, and that makes it nice. But yeah, that was stage 1, Baker City. I rolled in for 19th. Yeah, TT tomorrow and crit. I'll see you with the recap there. Bye-bye.